This is our third video in a series of tutorials that look more closely at how our system works. For this particular tutorial, we are going to look at game analysis. So we click on game analysis, and for this section of the system, we are creating like an Opta stats for individual players, performance and participation in any one particular game. So the first thing that we need to do is to create the new game. So we click on create new game, and the box that then appears in front of you is to select the two teams that are participating in that game. So we go to select, click on the two teams, and then click on next. Just like team analysis, there is a detailed setup page which allows you to put in what country, what league, the two teams, the season that the game is being played in, the match type, whether it's league, cup, friendly or tournament. Select the age group. You can select the weather conditions, and you can also select the pitch conditions. Then we can put in the date of the particular game. We're going to put the 12th of March 2016. Click on next, and now in front of you what you see is all the players that are attached to the two teams that you've entered at the start. So in this instance, Junior Purples have 9 players and Junior Greens have 1 player. As I said, this is an in-game analysis system whereby you're assessing each individual player as the game progresses. We recommend that you don't do or enter any more than 3 players for any one team as part of this system. Otherwise, it becomes too difficult to assess all the players as the game goes on. So the first thing we need to do is select the 3 players that we are going to assess. So we need to remove some of the players from the box, keeping the 3 players that we're looking at inside the box. And these are the 3 players that we're going to look at Junior Purples. On the other side, we have the opposition, where we have 1 player attached, and we'll leave that player in there because the system does allow you to assess the opposition as the game progresses. So once you've selected your players, you click on next, and the player position page appears where you can select the position that each of these players are playing at for both teams. Once you've done that, you now submit the game, and we've now created the game. So we click on start, and this will take us to the page where we're going to carry out the assessment. Now you'll notice in the top left hand corner is a start button and a pause button. As the game begins, you can click on start, and now the clock will start in the middle of the page here. You can also put the result in at the end of the game. We'll put it at the start just to show you how that works. And now we're in a position whereby we can assess our players. Now we've selected 1 player as a goalkeeper, and as you'll notice, different areas to assess have come up. You click on the different boxes and there are different assessment items. Here with the outfield players, we have attacking options, we have defending options, and we have general options. So as the game goes on, you will click on any particular action that the player carries out, and it will start to record those actions to be able to put in your report later. You can click on the different boxes, so click on intercepts, blocks, and so on. You can also at the end carry out a full grade for each player. And as I said, you can also grade opposition players. So once you feel like you've finished and the game's finished, you can save the session. Now it will place all this information into a report. Click on OK, and the information is saving, and it will be stored in the performance reports page of the system. Once the report is saved, it will appear in the performance reports page, and if you move down that page, you will now see the game recorded. You can view the report by clicking on view, and now we have all the information that we entered earlier. As we scroll down, you can see all the information that was entered with regard to each individual player. So you're creating like an Optastats. What you will find is that the iPad app is a much more user-friendly and produces reports in a format that's easier to see. You can also email the report to parents or players, and the system also allows you to share automatically with people on these icons here. We will explain this in more detail in a future tutorial. Thank you for watching.